So let's say you have Barbie World, right? You open that up for free. You're trying to sell Barbie stuff, but also you have an immense amount of information that you can pull out of that. I mean, you can track the eye gaze of an avatar, right? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, you know not just what the person is looking at, but the precise point of focus, right? And you know how long they're looking. So if you were going to efficiently, if you could find a way to efficiently mine that information, and I'm sure people are working on that now, then there's a huge amount of marketing and indeed invasive marketing type of data gathering that is and can take place.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, it's at a minimum it's creepy, and I think people should at least be aware that when they're in these social spaces, they are basically giving away a lot of information about themselves, and they're giving away information. You have to think about how valuable that information is to these corporations. Mm-hmm. It's so valuable that they're letting you play in this space for free, right? So it's so valuable that people are willing to spend hundreds of millions of dollars to set up co-location centers, and the electricity for running these things is like enormous, right? All of that, no one's doing it just because they're nice, but it's because that information is gold, right? Mm-hmm. And you have to understand you're giving that away, and a lot of that information is probably private. And once people start aggregating it and running these fancy statistical packages over it, I mean, eventually they're going to know more about you than you do, right?
So what does the player on the street or the player in the metaverse do as a countermeasure to this stuff? I mean, it is what's going on, and we can see more of it happening. What's the countermeasure?
Well, I mean, your options are somewhat limited. You could log